What's good, YouTubers and YouTubettes? This is JB Sports back again with another one. Bob Arum, aka the Bob Father, CEO of Top Rank Boxing, did an interview with Chris Mannix of Sports Illustrated and said that Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder trilogy is going to get pushed back to November or December. Now, the fight was tentatively scheduled to take place October 3rd, but due to the coronavirus epidemic, it's going to have to get pushed back a month or two. Now, before the October date, it was scheduled to take place July 18th. As you know, they had to push it back from that date. So this is going to be the second time the fight had to get rescheduled due to the coronavirus. Now, I saw this coming from a mile away because Bob Arum came out a couple of days ago and said that there's no way they could do the Fury-Wilder trilogy without fans, because the second fight did a $17 million live gate. That's too much money to pass up due to the fact that both fighters are gonna require a huge purse for this fight. You know, they cannot do that fight without the fans. It's gonna generate too much money, and it's too much part of the overall pie of the fight. You know, they're gonna get money from the pay-per-view sales, concessions, advertisement, and things of that nature. And the live gate is a huge portion of the total sum of the pie that's generated from a fight of this caliber. So they're not going to be able to do that fight. So they're going to have to push it back. They figure around November, December, they'll be able to do the fight in front of a live crowd. Now, one thing that could be a potential roadblock is a lot of the medical officials are saying that the virus is going to come back in the fall. So the fall, and then you're going into December, the virus can still be around. So who knows if that fight will get done this year. That's just the thing. Why I think what some people need to maybe consider, the virus is here now. They're saying it's coming back in the fall, and that's going to go into the winter just like it did this year, 2020, where as it came in January and it went on February and March during the winter months of 2020. And they're saying it's going to come back again at the end of 2020, at the early portion of the winter. It could be a problem. When are you going to be able to fit in these fights? A lot of these people are thinking about opening up their sports now. Baseball is considering getting some things going sooner rather than later, maybe by next month. And this might be the little grace period, the little down period, as the coronavirus is flattening out in a lot of areas. Some places are still a hot spots, but it's flattening out in a lot of areas. This might be the time, if you're going to consider trying to get some sporting events and some boxing matches started, you might need to try to start getting some stuff done somewhere in the summertime, right, of 2020, somewhere around September, August, September. That might be the only 2 months you may be able to get in some boxing events. So maybe instead of pushing the Wilder Fury fight back to the winter months of 2020, maybe you might want to consider maybe trying to see if you can get that fight staged in August or September. Because if some of the medical officials' predictions are right, this coronavirus could come back in the fall, and that'll pretty much wipe out the rest of 2020 as far as staging any kind of sporting events with fans. So Fury and Wilder's team need to consider all the variables, all the obstacles, and make an informed decision, man. But to push this fight back in December when the virus is supposed to come back in the fall is there's a chance that this fight might not go off at all in 2020. It might be next year before we see Wilder Fury 3. We'll see what happens. We'll see what transpires. I just saw the article this morning about Bob Arum stating that the fight's gonna get pushed back to November, December. We'll see what happens. He's probably, I can't say he's not being informed by medical officials about the best time to maybe stage that fight, and maybe they've told him November, December. But I have a hard time believing that'll be a good date either, due to the fact that, again, Dr. Fauci came out the other day and said, look, the virus is going to come back in the fall, so that'll be October. So obviously, you can't stage the fight October 3rd, but if it's going to be here in the winter, in October, it's not going to go away in November, December. It's most likely going to still be here in November, December too. In the winter months when the disease is said to be more potent in the wintertime than it is in the summertime. It's said to be now. We're here, we're getting close to the summer now, and it's still here, and it's still spreading. So we'll see. This thing is a little bit different than a lot of people are predicting it to be. It's a different type of virus. It's not the flu that's really plagues the countries during the wintertime. It seems to be a little bit different. That it's coming along and this came along in the winter, January, and here it is in the springtime, and it's still here. It's starting to heat up, so we gotta see how it plays out the next couple of months. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what transpires. But again, Bob Arum, CEO of Top Rank Boxing, has come out and said that Tyson Fury-Deontay Wilder, the trilogy, will get pushed back to November or December. Again, in those months, if it does go down, you're looking at the holiday months, so you got to be kind of careful. In the month of December, people gonna be kind of tight with their money, trying to spend money on Christmas gifts for their families and friends. You got to worry about that. Maybe November might be a little bit better month before Thanksgiving, when people really is gonna start trying to get their money ready. Maybe you can do something maybe in November if the coronavirus is under control. You could do something before Thanksgiving. That'd probably be a better date, in my opinion, than December, when you're getting close to the Christmas holidays and the New Year's coming up. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what transpires. But leave your comments in the comment section. What you think about Bob Arum pushing the fight back from October to November, December? Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder, the trilogy. Do you agree with what I just said? I'm thinking if you're gonna try to squeeze these boxing events in, maybe you need to start trying to set some stuff up right now. Maybe try to get this thing in the summertime, especially if the thing continues to flatten out. The coronavirus, I said thing, my bad. The coronavirus continues to flatten out, and it continues to go down, and it's kind of like on a down curve before it picks back up. Like the officials are saying, in October, the fall, you try to get some boxing events in during that time. Again, around August or September, you try to get some big fights in. Maybe Canelo, Triple G. You try to get that in September. I may try to get Wilder Fury in August. Before the Canelo Triple G fight, which is supposed to be taking place Mexican Independence Day. Now I've heard rumors that Triple G don't want to fight. He want 2 tune-ups, but whoever Canelo fights, it's going to be a big fight, and that's going to set place to take place in September, Mexican Independence Day, whether it be a Jermell Charlo or whoever it be, Callum Smith, whoever he's going to fight. It's going to be a big fight for that holiday. That'll be in September. If I'm Bob Arum and Al Heyman, I would be looking to try to set up Fury Wilder 3. If I can squeeze it in this year, might not be able to squeeze it in. But I try to squeeze it in, I'll be talking in August. Hot. That's one of the hottest months of the year. August and September, I'll be trying to get the fight slated there. If I couldn't get it slated there, I'll probably shut it down to 2021, because it's gonna be hard again to get any kind of events with crowds if the coronavirus comes back in waves, or it comes back again in the fall. If it comes back in the fall, it's pretty much gonna wipe out the rest of the 2020. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what transpires. This is JB Sports, the man, the myth, the legend. I holla.